Breaking. Welcome to today's headlines. Buhari, Tinubu, El-Rufai in big trouble as US government comes after them this reason. Buhari, Tinubu, El-Rufai in big trouble as US government comes after them this reason. See why. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. A US-based group has petitioned the Nigerian government to designate Buhari, Tinubu, El-Rufai and others as terrorist sponsors. It was claimed that Nigerian government officials were sponsoring terrorism by engaging in terrorist activities such as training, funding, financing and recruiting terrorists using their offices as a safe haven. Citing an interview with retired Naval Commodore Kunle Olawunmi that revealed facts that the Buhari-led APC government has failed to follow. Also, recall that around September, the Biden administration attempted to assist Nigeria by revealing the true identities of the country's terrorist sponsors. Gates petitioned the US government to tag Buhari others terrorists. The Global Advocate for Terrorism Eradication, Gates, a non-profit organization headquartered in the United States, has petitioned the US government to designate President Muhammadu Buhari and several other Nigerian officials as terrorist sponsors. The 26-page petition was signed by the group's principal advocate, Robert Berry, and addressed to U.S. Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken. According to Sahara reporters, the group implored the U.S. government to designate the Nigerian government as a state sponsor of terrorism, claiming that what is happening in Nigeria is state-sponsored terrorism based on all available indicators. It was alleged that Nigerian government officials were funding terrorism by engaging in terrorist activities such as training, funding, financing, and recruiting terrorists, and that they were using their offices as a safe haven, transit and operational base for terrorists and terrorist activities. In the petition, Gates accused the All Progressives Congress (APC) national leader Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, former Chief of Army Staff and present Nigerian Ambassador to the Republic of Benin, Tukur Buratai, and the Director General of State Services, Yusuf Magaji Bichi, of assisting terrorism in Nigeria. Gates has also charged former Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, and Ministers of Communication, Justice and Information Issa Pantami, Abubakar Malami, and Lai Mohammed, among others, with terrorism. It was claimed that the Nigerian government officials have deployed the instrumentality of power and are using the veil of sovereignty in knowingly consenting and with malicious intent, allowing and promoting the issue of Nigeria as a breeding ground and recruitment nursery for international terrorism activities, contrary to Foreign Relations Authorization Act fiscal years 1988 and 1989. The group also gave the United States government a 2-month notice, warning that if the designation is not made by the end of the 2 months, Gates will proceed to the federal court in the United States to apply for a writ of mandamus to compel the United States Secretary of State to issue the designation in accordance with the provisions of law. Gates argued that the U.S. designating Nigerian officials a US-based group has petitioned the Nigerian government to designate Buhari, Trøūble, El-Rufai, and others as terrorist sponsors. It was claimed that Nigerian government officials were sponsoring terrorism by engaging in terrorist activities such as training, funding, financing, and recruiting terrorists using their offices as a safe haven. Citing an interview with retired Naval Commodore Kunle Olawumi that revealed facts that the Buhari-led APC government has failed to follow. Also recall that around September, the Biden administration attempted to assist Nigeria by revealing the true identities of the country's terrorist sponsors. The Global Advocate for Terrorism Eradication, Gates, a non-profit organization headquartered in the United States, has petitioned the U.S. government to designate President Muhammadu Buhari and several other Nigerian officials as terrorist sponsors. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you.